This is part 4 of my testimony on the time God delivered me from a lesbian spirit and took me to hell. When I was being tortured with my sins, I told you it felt like eternity. When I say eternity, I literally mean it felt like longer than a lifetime. It was a torture that I wouldn't wish on nobody. So just think about the things that you do before you do it, because when it comes judgment day, and God decides that you go to hell, you're going to be tortured. But this is how I got delivered. This is how I know I got delivered from the lesbian spirit when it was over. So eventually, after the orgasms was happening, I ended up falling asleep. I actually fell asleep because I don't remember nothing else after that. Literally nothing else after that, except that when I woke up, it was the most peaceful feeling I felt of being back on earth. Like, I was so thankful that I was not dead, because I told you the whole time I thought I was dead. I thought I died and went to hell. And I was like, well, this is my hell. Like, I'm here. But when I woke up, it was a feeling of like grace. It was a feeling of like, I'm not dead. It was a feeling of the only thing I want to do is change my life. The only thing I want to do is figure out what just happened to me. But one thing I do know is that when my girlfriend had reached over to touch me, and my girlfriend had reached over to give me like a hug, it's like my girlfriend tried to show me affection right the next morning. Let me tell y'all something. When my girlfriend touched me, I felt disgusted. When my girlfriend touched me, I was like, ugh. Like, I was like, why are you touching me like that? And she looking like, what? When I tell you the feeling of her touch, of affection from another woman, the feeling of affection from another woman disgusted me, literally. And I was trying to figure out what that feeling was, because most of my life, I loved women. Most of my life, I wanted to be with a woman. I know they make me feel good. I know they look good. When I seen them, thoughts came into my head like, God, you know what I'm saying? This is how God works. Something that I thought I couldn't live without, something that I thought made me feel so good, something that I felt like can't nobody tell me nothing because it made me feel good, he delivered me from. The fact that when I got out of the spiritual realm, that the feeling of a woman touching me disgusted me was amazing to me. It was not too long after that I was just like, I broke up with her. I don't want this no more. I don't want to be with you no more. I did it, of course, with grace, and I did it out of emotion. I was sad. I was hurt, because one thing that he didn't deliver me from is real emotions. One thing he didn't deliver me from is being in the actual real world. And I was sad that I was leaving my girlfriend, but it was something I knew I didn't want. My body didn't want it no more. And the craziest thing is, like, during this time, I used to be attracted to like all type of different women, like beautiful women, films, da, da, da. Like I was all of them. You know how they have, oh, you got this person, that person. I was attracted to all of them. That I always be attracted to the women when I see them. Like my thoughts in my head, the thoughts that come into my head when I see them. It used to be like, damn, she look good. Damn, she fine. Damn, I want her. It was an instant thought as soon as I seen them. It didn't matter if the studs was cute or not. I don't know why, but when I seen another woman, the thoughts automatically came into my head. But when I tell you, after I woke up from my hell experience, when I would see women, none of the thoughts would come into my head no more. Not one single thought. For years and years and years of my life, I used to look at women and I used to get thoughts in my head. And the time I got delivered from a lesbian spirit, that thought didn't even come into my head. It was like I completely didn't like girls anymore. As soon as God delivered me from that, I didn't even want the touch of another woman. I was with that girl for 2 years, done for, over with. Now, let me tell you what our relationship is now. Now, it wasn't that I was disgusted with her, because my job is not to judge the next person. I was just disgusted with the fact that I didn't want another woman touching me in that way. But still to this day, this happened 5 years ago, still to this day, she is my best friend. She is like a sister to me. She is like a friend to me, because she's seen what I was going through. She understood why I didn't want that no more, because because she actually saw it with her eyes. So me and her, we still best friends to this day. The thing is, your job is not to judge the next person just because you're delivered. People think because they found God, people think because they are on a walk with God, that they can judge the next person. That's not my job to do. That's something between you and God. That's something that you have to handle. That's something that you need to pray for. You have to want it within yourself, because the thing with spirits, if you allow them to be there, they're going to be there, and they're going to just live within you because you allow them to be. And sometimes people not even aware that they have those type of demons in them and they have those type of spirits in them because they are so happy, because they feel so good. So they're very much unaware. And if you're unaware of something, you can't be delivered for something that you're unaware of unless somebody come and pray it out of you, unless somebody come and put the fire of God into you, and then they can see it themselves. Baby, you got demons. You don't even know it. And I say that to say, after I was delivered from the lesbian spirit, I stopped liking women. I only liked men. But see, it is how the enemy works. Just because you go through a battle with the enemy, and of course he's going to lose because no weapons formed you should prosper, don't mean that you're not going to go through the battle. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to go through these things. But just because the enemy loses a battle doesn't mean he's not going to attack you in other ways. So after I was delivered from... I'm talking so fast. After I was delivered from the lesbian spirit, I started liking a lot of men, but I wasn't used to liking men. So then I became very much, my self-love was gone. So then I start to battle with self-love. So now the enemy is like, I gotta get her, I gotta get her, I gotta get her. Know that the enemy is not going to attack you unless he already got you. So when you are going through these attacks, it's because God has a calling on everybody's life. God has a purpose for everybody. So the enemy sees how powerful and how gifted you are. He wants to destroy it. So because I couldn't prosper in making her a lesbian, make her like women, and sin, I'm going to prosper in other different ways. So I have to go through a lot of that. But I just want to also tell a story that 2 weeks ago, I also got delivered. 2 weeks ago, I got delivered from a demon that I didn't know that was inside of me. And when I say I got prophecies that blew my mind, and I got hit with the Spirit of God and the Holy Spirit of God and how peaceful it felt. And when she said that she seen that lady laying next to God, she seen the outline of God, and she seen that lady laying next to him, I thought that was me in my testimony. 2 weeks ago, I went to this prophet conference where there was just a whole bunch of women of God and men of God praying over people, giving people prophecies. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It felt amazing, okay? And this is basically part 5 of the time God delivered me from a demonic spirit that was in me that I didn't even know that was there. 2 weeks ago, I went to this conference, July 25th to July 26th. Never met none of these women a day in my life. I was just invited to come out to this conference, right? I met this prophetess, Tiffany Wilson, and before I tell the story, I just want to say thank you so much for laying your hands on me and delivering me from this demonic spirit. And I also met beautiful soul, Prophetess Taryn. So I want to shout out to Prophetess Taryn because, baby, she laid her hands. So now we're talking about present tense. We're not talking about 5 years ago. So everybody know I went to Streamer University. And at Streamer University, I was around a whole bunch of celebrities, a whole bunch of energies, a lot of spirits, a lot of everything. It was just a lot of stuff going on at Streamer University. And I feel like at that point, I was exposed to demonic spirits. I'm not trying to talk down on Streamer University. Don't get me wrong. I thank God for allowing me to even go to Streamer University. SU was a door that God opened for me, and the enemy knew that. And the only reason why I feel like this demonic spirit got onto me at Streamer University is because after Streamer University, life was changing for me so fast. A lot was happening for me, but I became so mean. I became so angry. I cursed a lot. It was like everybody around me seen me changing except for me. I was even upset. I was short-tempered. I wasn't even listening to my parents no more, y'all. But when I went to this conference is when I figured out something was wrong.